Hi, I'm Birdie Galaxy, and this is the Lunatic Fringe. Welcome if you're new around here, and welcome back to all of my subscribers. Thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed and liked so far. I'm very close to 1,000 subscribers, and I'm so excited about that, and I really appreciate everybody who has left comments and positive feedback and encouragement, and I truly appreciate it. Thank you so much. So this month we have a lot of movement happening in Aquarius, Pisces, and Aries, as well as the opposite of Aries, Libra, when we have a full moon. So we're going to have a new moon in Pisces and then a full moon in Libra, which will touch your Libra and your Aries houses. There's also going to be a lot of movement into Pisces, so we will get into that for your specific rising sign. If you want to know what's happening for you in the month of March, what all of this energy moving into Aquarius, Pisces, and Aries is going to mean for you, stick around. Okay, Sagittarius rising. When we start out the beginning of the month, Mercury and the Sun are in Pisces in your 4th house. But right away on the 9th of March, Mercury moves into Aries. Aries is your 5th house. Your 5th house is the house of fun and leisure and recreation. It's also the house of romance and procreation, and with procreation comes children. So it's the house of children, but also the house of feeling your childlike self or your childlike innocent joy. So Mercury, the messenger, the planet of communication, the magician here has all of the elements that are necessary for creating or manifesting any kind of magic. So the magician moving into Aries in your 5th house brings a period of lively communication and intellectual creativity. Mercury is the mind, Mercury is intellect. This focuses you on your self-expression as well as your romantic interests. Now, the very next day, the moon or the high priestess, this is our feeling of intuition and instinct, as well as emotional security and the feeling of belonging. The moon will have made its way into Pisces right next to the sun. So when the moon and the sun both reach 20 degrees of Pisces, we will have a new moon. New moons are a time of new beginnings, fresh starts, of starting something out new that you've never done before, or revamping and starting again, maybe something that you've already tried. So a new moon in Pisces is in your 4th house right next to the sun, and this signifies a time of the sun and the moon harmonizing together to bring you some emotional renewal and introspection. This can foster a deep connection to your roots and to your home and foundation and who you come from. And this is bringing out a desire for you to create a very nurturing and harmonious home environment for yourself. You may have been feeling a lack of security, a lack of safety, or that your home was maybe not as ideal as you wanted it to be, the comfortable home space that you desire. So this is a time for really nurturing that home space and creating a harmonious situation for yourself. Now, just a day after the new moon, on the 11th, Venus will move into Pisces. But Venus comes to this Pisces party, and it brings out your nurturing and your compassionate energy for your home and for your family life. Venus here fosters emotional connections, and it can create a much calmer sense of harmony and love for your home environment. Venus really is bringing out your value in your home, as well as how much you value your home and your home space. Now, on the 19th of the month, the sun makes its way into Aries right here with Mercury, signaling the first day of spring or the spring equinox or the astrological new year. So happy new year. The sun bringing its vital energy, this joy, this childlike feeling of success and not having the baggage of adulthood, moves into Aries, starting a whole new year again, starting fresh, bringing out an opportunity of, this is a period of dynamic creativity. this sun in your fifth house, the sun rules the fifth house. So when the sun comes to the fifth house, it is home and really amplifying that extra energy of passion and creativity, and it fuels a desire for adventure and romance and these pursuits that bring you joy and bring you just the fulfilled feelings that you had as a child when you would do something that just absolutely you would get lost in. So this spring equinox, this whole Aries season is a time for you to renew that childlike joy, renew that creativity and expression and romance, and pursue those desires. Now, just a few days later, on the 22nd, Mars also moves into this Pisces party in your fourth house, and Mars is the Tower. Mars is just raw energy. It can feel like a crisis because Mars just comes in like a bull, like Aries. Mars rules Aries, so it just kind of comes in and can feel destructive, but it does that, and when it does that, it reveals something that was hidden. So Mars has a purpose. It's bringing out energy that is directed towards your home and your family activities and these family matters or these domestic matters. This can prompt some emotional confrontations, and you might need to assert some boundaries here in your home sphere or in your domestic situation or with the people that you live with. So it might bring up a little conflict. Mars does that. But it's there, generally things that I guess need to be said, or stuff that needs to come out. So, on the 25th of the month, the moon, or the high priestess, will have made her way to Libra. Libra is the opposite of Aries. So when we have the sun and the moon in opposition, that is a full moon. That energy is separating, it's pulling apart, it's creating tension. So this full moon is happening with the sun in your fifth house, and we've just been talking about all that energy of feeling that childlike joy. That is individual desire and individual self-expression. Now the moon has made its way to the house of collaboration and community. So this is amplifying the need for balance and harmony in your friendship area and in your social circles. This could be pulling apart from your creative individual expression. So there is a heightened awareness here, Sagittarius, that you need to find some balance between your individual desire versus your collective goals or your collective responsibilities. You need to find balance between independence, being your independent self, which you have the tendency to be, Sagittarius. You are the sign of independence, versus what you want to achieve on a cooperative level or on a collaborative or a group dynamic situation within your social circles. So this is a time for you to find balance between you and your own value and expression and how that plays into your responsibilities within your community. I do want to mention that on April 1st, Mercury, this trickster here, will go retrograde in Aries in your fifth house. So we've already talked about what Mercury in your fifth house means, but I want to talk about the retrograde a little early because retrogrades have a 2-week shadow period before the actual retrograde and after the retrograde ends. And this particular retrograde is a fairly long one. It's 23 days. It's lasting from the 1st of April to the 23rd of April. So then there's the 2 weeks before and the 2 weeks after. So this is a pretty substantial time frame, about 6 weeks, 8 weeks, when you may have disruptive communication, and this may be disrupting, this disruptive energy may play a role in your creative pursuits. It might lead to some delays or some misunderstandings in romantic affairs, in your hobbies, or in this personal self-expression. So this is a period that can prompt introspection and revision in this matter of personal passion and pleasure and creative expression. So Sag rising, that is what I have for you. Thank you so much for watching to the end. If you've already liked and subscribed, I appreciate it. If not, please do. Hopefully I've gotten to 1,000 subscribers by now. If not, please help me get there, and I will see you next time. Bye.